What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So things got a little bit testy as the highly anticipated showdown between two former world champions, undefeated two-time WBC super middleweight world champion Mexican Ecuadorian superstar boxer David the Mexican Monster Benavidez, who is 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 23 big wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 6'2" with a 75-inch arm reach, as he takes on former IBF super middleweight world champion superstar boxer Caleb Sweethand Plant, who is 22 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, 30 years of age, 6'1" with a 74-inch arm reach. This is a fight that's highly anticipated. They held the weigh-in today, to which Caleb Plant, he weighed in at 167, but shockingly, David Benavidez, he weighed in at 166 pounds, okay? 166 pounds for David Benavidez, who, keep in mind, he lost his belt the last time. The WBC, World Boxing Council President Mauricio Suleiman and board of 32 members, he lost. They stripped him of the WBC title because he missed weight on the scale. Prior to that, he lost his title due to recreational drug use outside the sport of boxing, and he was stripped of his WBC title. But with that said, you know, David Benavidez, he missed his he lost his belt on the scale, right? Because he missed weight. Okay, that was against Roman Alexis Angulo. That was back in August of 2020. Now he's in tip-top shape. This is a fight that has been in the making for quite some time, when they both was the champions. When Caleb Plant, he beat Jose Uzcategui. Okay, when Caleb Plant beat Jose Uzcategui back in, you know, January of 2019, he beat Jose Uzcategui for his IBF title. He won a unanimous decision. And David Benavidez was the WBC super middleweight world champion. This unification bout was being talked about since then. Okay, it just hasn't materialized. It didn't come to fruition, but it has been in the making since then. Okay, absolutely in the making. So with that said, now we're going to get this highly anticipated showdown finally. Since then, Canelo Alvarez has beaten Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant lost to Canelo Alvarez. You know, that was back in November 2021. Undisputed match. He was knocked out in the 11th round to Canelo Alvarez. But again, like I stated, before Canelo Alvarez, who is the 4-division world champion, who is considered the face of the sport of boxing, who is the undisputed super middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Saul Canelo Alvarez, right, who is now 58 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Before Canelo Alvarez decided to make the super middleweight division his division, the division was in the hands of David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, and that's why it was the biggest fight in the division. Again, it just didn't materialize. David Benavidez ended up getting stripped of his title. Caleb Plant ended up getting knocked out by Canelo Alvarez and losing his title. But since then, Caleb Plant, he had a fight with former world champion Anthony Durrell in his last fight, October 15th of 2022. And he brutally knocked out Anthony Durrell in the 9th round of that fight and won knockout of the year when he did so. And then David Benavidez, obviously, he never lost in the ring and never lost his belts. But he had a impressive victory over David Lemieux, Kyron Davis, and Ronald Ellis since losing his belt on the scale to when he fought Alexis Angulo back in August of 2020. Keep in mind, that was the pandemic time. You know, it was a lot going on, no fans in attendance. You know, there was a lot. The world was completely different than it is today's time and prior to that. So with that said, he lost his belt on the scale right here. So you can see right there, Caleb Plant, you know, he chokes, put his finger in David Benavidez's throat. They clearly don't like each other. They have a tense history that dates back, you know, sometime where they had an altercation at a gym, you know, and from there, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, they let the world know they have no interest in being friends, right? There's no love lost here. But I'm shocked to see David Benavidez's body right here, and I'm shocked that he came in at 166. You know, I hope that he still has the output and he is at his absolute best, because that is huge, right? How you lose the weight is important, but when you're used to a certain type of physical approach, right? He's used to having water weight. Now he looks soft in the body, but that works for him. You understand? So for him to have what people consider not a muscular, vascular physique, but it works for him. He has a very, very high work rate. He has very fast hands, puts combinations together beautifully. That works for him. But seeing as though, now, he's very muscular, he changed his body, changed his physique. His face even looks completely different from what it did in the past. I hope that change don't affect his performance in the ring, right? We saw that, with the former unified Mexican heavyweight world champion superstar boxer, Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz Jr. doesn't always look the part, right? His body is very, very soft. He has a chubby physique, but he has extremely fast hands, puts combinations together very well, has power in both hands, very accurate with his punches. When he got in the best shape of his quote unquote life in his career, when he faced off against Chris Arreola, Andy Ruiz looked like a shell of himself. He got dropped in the fight twice. He didn't look that like his output. He didn't look like he had energy. And then immediately following, when he fought Luis Ortiz. Now, he won the fight against Chris Arreola in a very close fight. But immediately following that, he fought Luis Ortiz, and he looked extraordinary, right, in the fight against Luis Ortiz. But again, he wasn't in the quote-unquote best shape of his life, because, he's able to carry a certain weight and it allows him a certain amount of oxygen for him to keep up the output and to be active. And that's what David Benavidez is very, very active, very high work rate. Okay, so I wonder if this newfound muscular physique that David Benavidez has is going to affect his output. And on the flip side of that is Caleb Plant, his stamina, right? Is that going to be his durability and his stamina? Caleb Plant is a very, very high IQ boxer, pure boxer, right? He has great movement, hand speed, combination punches, great foot movement. The problem with Caleb Plant has always been his stamina, his durability. He fades in the second half of fights. He even faded in the second half of the fight with Jose Uzcategui, and he won that fight. But he faded in the second half of the fight with Canelo Alvarez, and he got knocked out. So the mental pressure, the physical pressure that David Benavidez is going to apply to Caleb Plant, can he withstand that? Can he overcome that? Will his stamina and durability hold up? That's going to be the key to this fight. And is David Benavidez, with this newfound physique, is he going to be able to have a high work rate like he normally has? That's the key. So we got to see how this unfolds and plays out. But drop a comment in the comment section. Caleb Plant sparks this fight and makes more interest in it by choking David Benavidez with his finger. So let's see how this plays out. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.